full of pain, tired of the war, lost in the flames, babies in the streets, daddies in chains, mama out of mind, time for a change, blood in the streets, slug to the brain, ice for a heart, that's insane, world full of war, world full of pain, tired of the war, time for a change.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy King SCO, and I'd like to welcome y'all to the Broken Mode Podcast, episode 3. Yup, episode 3. We 3 episodes in, y'all. We just trying out a new format, adding in the video aspect of everything. But we just wanted to come talk to y'all for a brief minute about the youth in America nowadays. And what we see. And what we see is a bunch of unruly, disrespectful kids. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only adult, the only parent that witnessed this. Kids just don't care. I mean, they'll cuss you out. They'll pull guns out on you. They'll shoot at you. They'll rob you. They just don't care. I mean, what happened to the days and times where kids actually cared about the adults? Said, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. I mean, I know my kids are not the only kids in America that still say yes, sir, and no, sir, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. I'm pretty sure I'm not, you know. I want y'all to chime in and let me know what y'all think about this subject. You know, in the neighborhood where I stay at here in Greenville, South Carolina, well, just about any neighborhood in Greenville, South Carolina, I'm pretty sure a lot of the adults can tell you that the kids, they just don't care. You know, you try to sit down and talk to them for a little bit and they laugh. They think it's funny when you try to talk to them about the right things to do and the wrong things to do. They don't care. They look at you like you stupid. Or you a op. A op. I don't know what to say, people. You know, I don't know what to say. I know the music has a lot to do with it. You know, growing up, the music was a little violent. It wasn't a lot of violent. You know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So I grew up in the NWA area and the Tupac era and the Biggie and all that. So I witnessed a lot of stuff too growing up in that era. But now, in the 2000s, man, it's a dangerous new time that we're living in. Nobody's safe. I mean, it ain't even East Coast, West Coast no more. It ain't the South against the North. It ain't even really a blood and Crip thing or a GD, BD thing. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's like everybody's on go. No matter where they're from LA to Louisiana, to Texas, to New York, to Canada. It doesn't matter where you go. Everybody is on go. I mean, from 5 and 6 year olds up to 70 and 80 year olds. Everybody's on go. Don't nobody care. It's like the problem has gotten so widespread that it's out of control. I mean, what can we do? You know, I need to talk to some community activists because, like, I'm new to this type of thing. So, you know, this is something that really interests me and something that I see myself getting into in the future is some community activities, something, you know. I'm gonna have to look into some people in my own city, and to all my viewers out there and my listeners, wherever you're listening or viewing this, because this is an audio and a video podcast, wherever you're listening to this at, yo, chime in and let me know. Hit me up in my email, brokenmodepodcast@gmail.com. That's the brokenmodepodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. You know, hit me up on the social media. We're on Instagram, Broken Mode Podcast, Twitter, Broken Mode Podcast. Right now, we don't have a Facebook page, but in the future, we plan on doing that. So we can access the viewers over there on Facebook. But, you know, back to what I was saying, the youth, man. I mean, they're not only into gangs, they're just into robbing and stealing and killing. I mean, it is out of hand. And I know I've been out of the game for a while because I'm not an angel. I've done things in the past. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't. But I did pay my time for everything that I did. And I stopped and I realized that I was wrong and I was doing the wrong thing. So I changed. And I know it's redemption for anybody. Anybody can be changed. So it's nothing that you can do that you can't go back from. But right now, what I don't understand is why are we seeing an increase in murders and crimes in not only the black communities, but the white communities, the Hispanic communities, every community. What is going on in America right now? I mean, look around you. We're not only seeing the police brutality. It's more than just the police brutality. That's just a very small piece of what is actually going on out here in the world. And as a black man, yeah, I'm worried about my kids being murdered by police, but at the end of the day, that's not even what's the biggest problem. It's the black on black crime. It's the people that they tell you you're supposed to be clicking up with are the ones that are out here trying to kill you. Sounds crazy, right? Well, let's look at this from both sides of the story. Yes, black people are murdering each other every day. We can't deny that. We want white people to stop murdering us and stop doing things to us. But when are we gonna stop killing each other? When are we gonna hold each other accountable for what we're doing? The same march that y'all did for George Floyd, the same march that y'all did for Mike Brown, the same thing that y'all did for Eric Garner. Why y'all won't do it in your neighborhoods when the neighborhood thugs is killing each other? Because you scared? Is it because of this no snitching thing that we got going on in the black community? It was created by bad people to get good people to not talk to the police. Through your history, go way back. That non-snitching, no snitching shit, that came about because you had bad people in the neighborhood that were willing to do whatever to whoever. So they came up with this no snitching, because if you tell, then we gonna come get you. We gonna come get your family. We gonna hurt the ones that you love. So people just stop talking. They stop talking to the law. All police officers aren't bad. All police officers aren't good. And damn sure every black person that smiles in your face is not good. They're not bad either. Same thing that goes for white people, Hispanic people, Indian people, every race. You got good and bad people everywhere. But why black people feel like that just because you look like me, I'm supposed to trust you? Why should I trust you when you're the one that's trying to murder me? You're the one trying to rob me. You're the one trying to sell drugs in the community. You're the one gangbanging up and down the block. I don't see none of y'all out here trying to make a change. All y'all want people to do is to be quiet so you can do what you want to do. It becomes a time where we gotta say fuck that, when we gotta stand up and say no, we're not gonna take that shit no more. We're not gonna allow you to tear our communities up. We're not gonna allow you to murder our kids. We're not gonna allow you to stand on this corner and sell your drugs. None of that. It comes a time when we gotta stand up and say this is not right. When we gotta start talking to the fucking artists, the people who have the power out here that's spreading this fucking hate and deceit in the black community. All the rap artists who are telling the kids, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, I'm getting money like this, I'm doing it like this, I'm fucking this bitch, I'm fucking that bitch, I'm over here, I'm making plays over here, I'm spinning the block around here. You got kids that's out here listening to you, homie. You got kids that's out here listening to you, ma'am, to the lady, to the female rappers. You got little girls that look up to you. You out here shaking your ass, twerking on TV, thinking that shit's cool. These little girls don't understand that this shit is not cool. But you show them and tell them every day that this is cool, this is how I get paid, so you can do it too. That shit ain't right. We need to be telling our kids, you can go be a lawyer. You can go be a doctor. You can be a police officer. You can be a fireman. You can be a teacher. You can be a scientist. You can be a rocket scientist. You can build rockets. How about we start telling our kids you can do that instead of putting a basketball in their hand, putting a football in their hand, and telling them go entertain these motherfuckers. So people can use and abuse and talk about you. No, how about we start telling our kids let's do something different with their lives. Stay off the block, cause I'd be damned if my kids end up on the block. It ain't gonna happen. Not as long as I got breath in my body and blood going through my veins. I ain't having it. My child is not gonna be no gangbangers. They're not gonna be murderers. They're not gonna be rapists. They're not gonna kill her. Nobody. They're not gonna do none of that shit because they don't have no reason to do it. Because me and my wife, we work hard every day to make sure that they ain't gotta live that lifestyle. They don't gotta know nothing about it. And as a parent, that shit pisses me off when I see kids that just walk around disrespectful, that don't care. Especially when you got a hard-working parent. Most of them got single parents. Your mother or your father, whoever is raising you, is out here working their ass off to make sure that you got somewhere to stay, and you out here acting a motherfucking fool.
SCO did it again.
Some of them don't know what's going on. Some of them do know and they just don't give a fuck. What do we do? Huh? Who cares? Who's gonna care? If the parents don't care, why the kids gonna care for? It's just reciprocating. It only takes one bad apple. You can have one bad child in a neighborhood that can spoil all the rest of the kids. You can have one bad adult in a group that'll spoil all the rest of them. It only takes one. But how do you reach that one to show them that there's another way? You don't have to do what you're doing. Today is the day that we make a change, y'all. Today is the day that we say no more. We not taking it. We not having it. Today is the day that we show them we mean business. I'm your boy King SCO, the host of the Broken Mode podcast. I'm signing out. Until next time, stay safe, y'all. And remember, like and subscribe to our channel to get more content like this. I'm out.
World full of war, world full of pain. Tired of the war, lost in the flames. Babies in the streets, daddy's in chains. Mama out of mind, time for a change. Blood in the streets, slug to the brain. Ice for a heart, that's insane. World full